Everyone thinks laziness is weakness. Everyone believes lazy people can never succeed. But what if laziness, when mixed with intelligence, can become the greatest strength of all? This story will change how you look at hard work, smart thinking, and success. Once upon a time, in a small village near the edge of a quiet town, there lived a young boy named Ryan. Ryan lived with his parents in a simple house and helped his father work in the fields every day. But there was one thing everyone knew about Ryan: he was extremely lazy. He avoided hard work whenever he could and always looked for the easiest way to finish his tasks. Ryan's job in the fields was to chase away birds that came to eat the rice crops. Most people used sticks or slingshots, running back and forth under the hot sun. Ryan hated moving so much. Instead of running, he came up with an idea. He planted wooden poles all over the field and connected them with ropes. When birds landed, he simply pulled the ropes, scared them away, and then lay down to rest. Ryan finished his work without much effort, and that made him happy. His father watched him quietly. He was worried. He thought, if I ever get sick, how will Ryan manage everything by himself? But Ryan always completed his work, so his father never scolded him. Then one summer, during a long dry season, Ryan's father fell seriously ill. He could no longer go to the fields. Now all the responsibility fell on Ryan. At first, Ryan tried to handle everything, but he wasn't used to working hard for long hours. The sun was harsh, the land was dry, and the work was heavy. After a few weeks, the crops began to die because they didn't receive enough water. Ryan couldn't save them alone. That night, Ryan sat outside under the quiet sky, staring at the stars. For the first time in his life, he didn't feel lazy. He felt useless. He felt disappointed in himself. He thought about his parents, their hard work, and their hopes. He whispered to himself, "Why didn't I ever try harder? Now my family's hope is gone." That night, something inside Ryan changed. The next morning, Ryan heard loud voices in the village. Curious, he went to see what was happening. A soldier stood in the center of the crowd and announced a grand competition at the king's palace. The winner would receive a chest full of gold. Ryan's heart started racing. He thought, this could save my family. Without overthinking, Ryan announced that he would join the competition. The villagers burst into laughter. They mocked him and whispered, "How can someone as lazy as Ryan compete with strong warriors from all over the kingdom?" But Ryan didn't listen. He had made up his mind. He had 3 days to reach the palace. His parents didn't believe he would win, but deep inside, they hoped this journey would change him. After 3 long days, Ryan reached the palace. The competition began near a large lake. Ryan looked around and felt nervous. The other participants were strong, muscular, and confident. He thought, how can I beat people like this? Then the rules were announced. The task was simple. They had to cross the lake, and the first 3 people to reach the other side would qualify for the next round. The countdown began. 3, 2, 1. Everyone jumped into the water and started swimming with full strength. Ryan stood still. He knew one thing clearly: if I swim, I will lose. I'm not strong enough. Suddenly an idea flashed in his mind. He ran into the nearby forest, gathered broken branches, and quickly built a small raft. Using a piece of wood as a paddle, he pushed himself into the water. Ryan smiled to himself and thought, this is a race to cross the lake, not a swimming competition. I may be lazy, but I'm not foolish. While others struggled and got tired, Ryan moved forward slowly but steadily. One by one, he passed many swimmers. In the end, Ryan finished third. The crowd was shocked. The lazy boy had qualified. The next day was the final round. Each contestant was given a massive wooden block. The task was to push it 1 kilometer to the finish line. Behind them lay many tools, but they were allowed to choose only one. The first contestant grabbed a rope and started pulling with all his strength. The second chose a wooden lever and tried to move the block inch by inch. Ryan stood quietly, thinking. He knew he couldn't win with muscles. He needed to use his brain. After careful thought, Ryan picked a small knife. The crowd laughed again. How could a knife help move such a heavy block? But Ryan ignored them. Instead of pushing the block, he began carving it. Slowly, patiently, he shaped the block into a round wooden ball. After an hour, Ryan was done. Now, instead of a heavy block, he had a rolling ball. While the other contestants struggled, sweating and exhausted, Ryan pushed the ball easily. It rolled forward smoothly. Step by step, Ryan caught up. With determination in his heart and clarity in his mind, he crossed the finish line first. The crowd erupted in cheers. No one could believe it. The lazy boy had won the competition. Ryan took the chest of gold home and saved his family. But more importantly, he learned a powerful lesson. Laziness is not failure. Laziness without purpose is weakness. But laziness guided by intelligence and driven by a strong reason can achieve incredible things. This story teaches us that effort alone is not enough. Smart thinking matters. And when you find a strong reason, whether it's family, dreams, or self-respect, even the laziest person can rise, work harder, and win. So if you ever feel lazy, don't just fight it. Ask yourself why you should move. Find a reason powerful enough to wake the strength inside you. Because when purpose meets intelligence, success becomes unstoppable.